what's up? Lorenzo again, here with 12-inch figure Fanatic. I'm going to do an unboxing and review today of the brand new Hot Toys Back to the Future 2 Doc Brown. Let's get her opened up. Alright, so I'm going to open this up for you guys, and we're going to take a good look at this figure. I'm going to give my initial critical impressions of it, and then we're going to actually compare the head to two customs that I had done a while back, way before this was even announced. The box is very similar to the one that the Back to the Future Marty McFly came in. So you have Dr. Emmett Brown. Just like with the Back to the Future Marty McFly, I had initially the Marty McFly from Back to the Future 1. I was debating whether or not to get the Back to the Future 2 version. I had that same debate with myself over the Doc Browns. Alright, so you have the usual introduction to all of the cast and crew behind the figure over at Hot Toys. And here we have it. This is interesting. In addition to the usual instructions, we've got some, looks like some stickers. Okay, so I'm just curious. Okay, so it says the stickers go on the case of money. So let's take a look at some of this stuff. We've got 4 additional hands. And here's Doc Brown. So I saw in some close-ups of this figure that there's some antennas on the shoes, and I never noticed that in the film. But yep, there they are. Why you would need antennas on your shoes? I don't know. Maybe they put the GPS there because back when the movie came out, we didn't really have them built into our cell phones. Let's see. First impressions. Okay, I like it. It's got the wire frame on the bottom so that you can customize how it ripples. The tie, clear tie, just like in the movie. Same pattern on the shirt. Wow, it's even got an inside pocket there. That's impressive. Good detail on the lining in the jacket too. You can't really tell that well on the camera, but there's some bamboo pattern on there. Let's see. Hands look good. Arms look good. A lot of people were complaining about the head, that having this frozen expression of shock on his face just wasn't ideal. That if anything, they should have included 2 heads, maybe one with just his mouth closed and straight faced, and then the one like this. I mean, he was known for making this expression through not only the second film but through all 3 of the Back to the Future films. But it does look a little bizarre. Now, one thing I'm going to say, and some of you will hate me for this, but I am in the camp of I'm pro stitched hair. There, I said it. I know in the figure collecting world it is as heated a debate as gun control, but I think that we've taken the hair stitching technology far enough to where it's realistic and it doesn't look like cheap weave in a Barbie doll. I think I mentioned this with the Ripley figure from Aliens. I think that the initial concept figure that they had displayed at the conventions had the stitched hair, and there was, I guess maybe there was backlash, and Hot Toys changed their mind and decided to go with a sculpted hair. But I think that they went in the wrong direction. They should have left it stitched. And just like with this figure, I think the sculpted looks nice. It looks realistic enough, but his hair in the movie was part of his feature. It was crazy white hair, and I think they could have stitched it so that you can really bring that out in the figure. So before we get into the accessories, what I'm going to do is I want to show you some custom heads that I got a while back. So here is a custom sculpt and paint that I had. As you can see, it doesn't look quite like Doc Brown at all. It just looks like a scary old man almost. Now, here's another one that I got, and it has the stitched hair. I would say that the skin tone that they chose to paint him with is a little too dark. Looks like he's got a cheap spray tan, and the white hair draws that dark skin out even more, so that doesn't help. But I like stitched Doc Brown hair. I think if they could have gone the extra mile, and yeah, there you go, and done the stitched hair, that would have been perfect. But now, as what happens with a lot of Hot Toys figures, once they've been released and they're out for a while, China somehow finds a way to put out heads that look almost identical, and they've done that with a lot of the Hot Toys line. So what I imagine might happen is that after this figure being out for a while, they're going to I'll see on eBay popping up out of nowhere Doc Brown heads, and they'll look just like this one with the Hot Toys figure. And what I'll probably end up doing is buying that, put the other two customs that I just showed you on eBay, getting them out of my site, and putting that head on my other Doc Brown that I have from the first film. Now let's look at some of the accessories we got here. Alright, so like with the Marty McFly from Back to the Future 2, we've got the USA Today Futuristic Edition. And like with the Marty McFly, the inside pages do have content, and you are able to read the content. Some of you might not have that good of eyesight, but I got 20/15 vision thanks to my LASIK surgery, so I can read this in my leisure. You've got two different kinds of watches. Remember in the film, he had a whole arm full of watches to tell the time. Here's that, man, I gotta watch that movie again, but I think this device actually puts people to sleep. I think they used this on Marty McFly's girlfriend to make her pass out in the back seat of the car. I don't know, I vaguely remember. Anyways, it folds up as well, so that's pretty nice. Got this thing too. Okay, I'm lost. I don't remember what this is. I probably should have watched the movie before doing this video. I think it's like a camera. Then we have the case here with the money. The outside, pretty basic, but inside we've got all these bills, and it looks like, yeah, I mean there's several bills in each slot, and it looks like it's removable. Although you'd probably have to get some tweezers to pull it out of there, because yeah, it looks pretty tough to get out of there. But I am very impressed with this case. I do think they did a nice job with this. And yeah, that looks very nice. Probably the best accessory I've seen out of the entire, all 4 figures of the Back to the Future line from Hot Toys. That's it right here. Pretty cool. And of course you've got the base. It's got Dr. Emmett Brown, Back to the Future 2. This one has the fire trail from the wheels. That's pretty nice. Nice feature there. And that does it. Just to give you a little bit of a sneak peek, next episode I'm going to be going over my new James Bond figure. I got a notification today that that is going to be coming pretty soon in the next 2 weeks or so. So my next video will be on that, and I'll do a side-by-side comparison with a custom James Bond that I've been holding on to because the head on that one is so awesome. And we'll see if I end up keeping the old one and selling the new one, or if this one really is going to beat that one out. I don't know. It's going to be a tough call. We'll see. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Talk to you later.